Hi, I'm Matt and this is Elijah. We're here to go over the all new and exciting Jayco Seismic 4113 model. I'm super excited to have Elijah with us here today because he actually goes and does a ton of RV shows with us. He sees all the competing product out in the industry and he notices the differences even more than I do sometimes. That's why it's so exciting to have you here today with us, Elijah. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Matt. I'm super excited about this video because this is the all-new Jayco Seismic 4113 model. This unit is so hot right now and it's packed full of features and we want to tell you everything about it. So we're going to start off right here with the front cap. So this is a one-piece fiberglass front cap. There's no seams on the side, there's no seams on the bottom. It's built like a boat hull and it's a painted cap.
Automotive paint. I'm glad you said that, Elijah. That's awesome. No fading, no chalking, no peeling. A lot of the other brands just put tons of decals on it. This is actually automotive body paint. I'm glad you said that. High-end look.
So apart from this one-piece front cap, one of the great things about this unit is it just looks amazing. So you have these beautiful LED lights here, these running lights up top. You have lights up there for better visibility. Going down the road, it just looks amazing.
It tows awesome too, Elijah.
Why is that?
It has that 5-star handling package. It handles unlike any other fifth wheel in the entire industry. It's awesome. These 5 components are awesome. Elijah, what's the main thing about, I know there's something special here.
This is special, Matt. So this is called a MORryde pin box. So instead of your typical pin box that most fifth wheel companies will put on there, just the cheapest thing, Jayco upgrades this to a MORryde pin box. It's a standard feature, but what it does, it takes all that chucking out of your ride when you're towing. You actually have this bottom plate moves. It gives you 3 inches of room back and forth this way and 1.5 inches side to side. That just makes it so much easier to tow, Matt. But that's not all. What they do is the 5-star handling package gives you Goodyear Beast tires, which we'll talk about here in a second.
Made in America.
Made in America.
Made in America.
Dexter axles.
Absolutely.
Heavy duty shackles. What else do they give you?
They also give you the MORryde CRE 3000, the rubberized torsion suspension. That's awesome.
We'll show you that in just 1 second. But moving on to the side of this unit, one thing I want to point out is the frameless windows. So these are a super high-end look. They use frameless windows on high-end motorhomes, and Jayco puts it on their fifth wheel, which is huge. Why are frameless windows so good?
It's a big deal, Elijah. Most of the other brands put those cheap trailer windows in there, and it has the rubber gasket. And what does the rubber gasket do? It gets moldy.
Cracks.
It cracks. It gets moldy, mildewy.
Falls out.
It falls out. And we're in Florida here, and of course, I know it happens up in New York and all over the country. I mean, it gets weathered.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it gets weathered, and that's not going to happen with the frameless windows. It's a clean look. It's flush to the body, and it has a heavy tint for added privacy too.
It's true. Matt, why does this look so shiny? What's the big deal about this
The big
sidewall?
deal about the Jayco sidewall is, number one, it's a vacuum bonded sidewall lamination process. So most brands in this price point, that's one of the ways they're going to cut their costs. So what they're going to do is they're just going to do a hung fiberglass or a pinch roll. You're going to get delamination. Typically, with the Jayco company being around for 50 years, that's one thing they know better than most is their lamination process. You have a tough shell lamination process, which is second to none. No delamination. You can sight down this coach and there's no waves, there's no deviations in the sidewall whatsoever because the significant lamination process it goes through. The other nice thing is you have a Lamilux 1000 on this. Wow. That's going to make it shine and look resilient over time.
I like what you said about Jayco being in business for 50 years now, over 50 years. The great thing about that is they have perfected how to make RVs. So this sidewall, like you said, it's not a vacuum bonded side, it's not a pinch rolled sidewall, it's a vacuum bonded sidewall. So the process for that is they take that sidewall, they stick it in a gigantic press, put 144 tons of pressure for 19 minutes. What that does is that completely bonds that sidewall, lets it cure, and then you won't have any delamination. It's gonna look like this and look high-end and last for a long time versus what other brands are doing, which is not good.
Rolls, exactly. What's this 2-year thing all about?
Oh, that's huge. That's probably the biggest thing
deal
on this unit. So Jayco gives you a 2-year warranty. What do other brands give you?
Maybe one. Maybe
Yeah,
a 1 year.
warranty.
So literally half.
And they don't even cover everything. So Jayco gives you a 2-year warranty. It's bumper to bumper. It covers the entire.
Does it cover the jacks?
It covers the jacks.
Because the jacks are expensive.
They're
That
expensive.
refrigerator is huge in this unit. We're going to get to it. It doesn't cover that though, does it?
It actually does, Matt. Yeah.
Really?
Covers the fridge.
That's awesome.
That's unbelievable. So moving on down here, these are Goodyear tires. Goodyear tires are made in America. They have a 6-year warranty. These are the Goodyear Beast tires. They're built specifically for fifth wheels. They have a higher speed rating than what anybody else is using, and they're just gonna last longer. You're not gonna have the blowouts like you'll have with other brands. But apart from those tires, what else is down there again, Matt?
Well, sir, just to back up one quick second, the tires, you said they're made in America?
Yeah.
Where are the other tires made that all the other brands essentially use?
Foreign countries.
China.
China, yeah.
Maybe North Korea.
Maybe.
But these are made in America, so you actually get a 6-year warranty. They don't call the other tires China bombs for nothing. They literally explode on contact almost. I mean,
true.
I know we're kind of joking, but we have to be really serious about it because this is an expensive unit. You want to make sure that your investment goes into something of high quality and safety as well. That's a big deal. Above the tires, I don't want to miss it because it's so important, is their wheel wells that Jayco makes, they're actually built with galvanized steel. So it's actually metal around the wheel well. It's such a big deal because in the event, let's just say you ran over like a tank when you were towing your Seismic. If you ran over the tank and one of the tires happened to get punctured, which it probably won't happen because that does have Durwall technology, it's puncture resistant, but if it did, it won't disintegrate the sidewall of your camper. I've seen a lot of trade-ins. You've worked a lot of shows, Elijah. Yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot of units out there where in the event of a blowout, it will literally rip apart the whole sidewall, the fender skirting, and it does a lot of damage. One customer had a $7,000 insurance claim for their sidewall reconstruction.
Just because of bad tires, just because of cheap tires.
You won't get that with the Jayco.
Oh, that's
Goodyear, 6-year warranty on them. That's awesome.
Look at all the storage, Matt. So this unit, again, this is the model Seismic 3113. Look, you have this whole pass-through storage here. All your storage has lights inside. Your cargo areas actually are climate controlled. So you have ducts down in there for heat and AC. If you look at this one here too, massive top hinged storage compartments. Again, they're climate controlled. In here you actually have satellite and TV cable connections. You can put a TV out here. There is a TV back there, but you could do another one here.
Yeah, it has like 4 TVs in it. I'm pretty certain. The other big deal, I want to point out again, these hinges. I don't know if you noticed, but we don't have to keep it open. It doesn't have the cheap magnet locks. You just flipped it open, and it's heavy duty. And this is all metal. It's not plastic. These latches are heavy duty metal, so it's a big deal. And then when you close it, you can hear the quality. Did you hear that?
Sounds like a diesel pusher.
That's awesome. Don't forget the key to like system, Elijah. What could you tell us about that?
The key to like system is amazing. So Jayco uses for this unit a specific key for just this unit. Why is that important? Because when you're in a campground, most other RVs use a 751 key. That key, if your neighbor has a 751 key,
which they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Everybody does. They can open up your storage compartments with that key.
God.
With Jayco, you can't. You have to have your key for this unit.
That's crazy.
Your stuff is safe with Jayco. With other brands, it's not.
That would be horrible. Look up top. Does this have 2 awnings or is this a mistake?
No, sir, it has 3.
Wow.
There's a rear awning, 2 awnings on the side here. Virtually the entire outside of the unit has awnings. That's crazy.
That is awesome. I wonder how that's got to be at least a 30-foot awning by itself.
And then the rear one back there, if you can get a shot of that.
Do they all come with the LED lights?
They all come with the LED lights in here. You don't even get me started on the construction. It's amazing what Jayco does. The Magnum Truss roof system is rated for 4,500 pounds.
What are the other brands rated for, Elijah?
Half that,
or
maybe less, or maybe you walk on it and you fall through.
Exactly.
Literally. So Jayco, they put a 3/8-inch roof decking up there, and then your roof is actually 5 inches thick. But it's not just 5 inches thick in the middle. It goes from 5 inches in the middle to 5 inches.
No, probably down to 1, because it goes from 5.
Other brands do that. Yep. So this goes from 5 inches to 5 inches on the side. That gets you an R30 insulation value on the roof.
R30?
That's unheard of.
A lot of brands don't even rate the insulation factor or the R value, but Jayco does because they want to boast it. It's overbuilt, essentially. You can park a car on the roof if you really wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. And keep in mind, you're towing at what, 60, 70 miles an hour down the road? It's gonna take a lot of banging around. You know, you might be traveling 3,000 miles. Thing's gonna stay intact the whole time.
So not only does the Jayco Seismic have a Magnum Truss roof system, not only is it vacuum bonded with frameless windows, but what else? They make their own frame, and the frame is actually a 12-inch molded I-beam. So that's the strongest foundation, the strongest frame in any fifth wheel out there. Why is that important?
Because it doesn't have the drop frame that some of these other brands say, oh, I got the drop frame, I have this. Well, you just saw all the storage you get. If you do have the drop frame, you get 0 ground clearance. That's one thing you definitely want to have, especially on a toy hauler, is ground clearance. You don't know where you're gonna go. Your toys, I mean, that's the main thing that you're gonna need is ground clearance. So it's a big deal. You're gonna pick up that added ground clearance with your Jayco Seismic. This 4113, how many patios does it have?
It says 2 patios. This is a party deck, look at this.
It is a party deck.
This is rated for 1,500 pounds. Wow. You can literally be out here with a barbecue and your family with chairs.
Wow.
That would be amazing.
Before I forget, we have to talk about the Climate Shield. This unit is actually a 4-season coach. This is absolutely amazing. It actually is tested from 0 to 100 degrees, real world testing with all the tanks with fluid in it. 0 cracks whatsoever. Most brands could not say the same. Underneath, you're gonna notice you actually have a polypropylene underbelly. And oh my God, I forgot all about this. You actually have LED lights underneath, and it actually changes color. You got green on now, yellow, red, blue. That's amazing. Wow, man. Yeah, so the cool thing about that is not only is it fun, cool look at night, but it has that 4-season capability most other brands just don't have. You got that Climate Shield on top of that 2-year warranty. Elijah, let's go check out these party decks. This is awesome. Elijah, the party decks are phenomenal. You actually get 2 on the 4113. It's absolutely amazing. They're rated for 1,500 pounds. Is it 1,500? 1,800 pounds. I can't believe
10
that.
10 people.
10 people? Do you know 10 people?
I don't even know. On this patio deck, you actually have an outdoor entertainment TV with this little kind of ledge here if you want to maybe make drinks. Essentially, this is like the ultimate party fifth wheel. Yeah, awesome. Party atmosphere.
How many people? Like 10?
10 people.
That's
1,800 pound capacity on this.
1,800.
Which is amazing.
Just to recap on the outside, you're getting actual 3 awnings on this fifth wheel. Most fifth wheels come with maybe 1. This has 3. You get 2 decks.
Yes.
And you get how many ACs?
3 ACs. We didn't even talk about that.
3 rooftop ACs?
They're all 15,000 BTU, and that's standard on this unit.
At
this super low price, you have 3 15,000 BTU ACs. That's huge.
I actually had a customer that traded their fifth wheel in because it only had the capability of 2, and they lived in Florida. They actually said, you know what, mine can't handle it. Actually, electrically, it didn't have the capability, and they had to trade in. It cost them a ton of money because they didn't have 3 ACs. This one actually comes standard at that special sale price.
That's right, Matt. So moving around to the back, we have so many things to cover still, Matt. But I just want to point out before we get back there, this comes with a full-size spare tire. Not only that, but down below here, if you can see this, you have 2 propane connections. You can have 2 grills out here, cook for the entire family.
The group of 10 people.
Group of 10 people.
On the party deck. 1,800 pounds, right?
That's right.
Exactly. Rolling over to the back, you're going to notice your second party deck. Again, it's rated for 1,800 pounds. The best part about this ramp door, folks, is it's actually an 8-foot ramp door. Most toy haulers only have a 7-foot ramp door. So what that's going to give you is a better transition and more ground clearance, and you're not going to bottom out bringing your toys up in and out of the toy hauler garage area. On this floor plan, the 4113, you're actually going to get a 12-foot, 6-inch garage, which is the standard is usually around a 10-foot garage. So you can put You know, all your bikes in there, all your toys can come with you. You don't have to say, hey, which one are we gonna leave at home? You don't have to worry about that with the Jayco Seismic. That's awesome. Let's check it out. You also get, actually the metal steps come with it, which is amazing because some brands it's an actual upgrade where you have to spend an extra like $300 or $400. I like this feature here, the sliding gate. I have a 2.5-year-old. You're gonna have one soon. Good luck with that, sir. So as far as safety goes, that's kind of a big deal for me. I mean, that's what, a good 2.5 feet down. You definitely don't wanna have anybody falling for safety.
Besides, you can have your dogs out here too.
What the flooring on this, what is this, like a sprayed-in bed liner type?
It is, Matt. It's actually a sprayed-in surface, so it's a solid, non-slick surface. A lot of brands will just put a linoleum on here.
Oh, wow.
So when you're trying to walk up the ramp door to put toys in, or you're slipping. Yeah, you
so
might die.
Yeah, right.
With other brands, you basically might die.
So with the Jayco, you're fine. Yeah, it seems a lot more rugged too. So that's a big deal. So you might drop tools on it. It's not going to tear like the linoleum we were talking about. That's a big deal. And this is rated for what?
This one's 1,800 pounds.
1,800 pounds. That's awesome. Swinging on up to the top here, you're going to notice this is prepped for the backup camera. It's a small additional charge. This actually is prepped for 2 backup cameras, or security cameras, I think they call it. There's actually an additional one in the garage just to keep an eye on all your expensive toys, Elijah.
That's right.
And then the other cool feature is you actually have a 3-season room here. These doors are very, very rugged. It's not just a screen, but it's a 3-season room, so it actually keeps the warm air in or your air conditioning nice and cool inside year round. So it's a big, big deal. The other nice feature here is, I don't want to forget, but you have a lot of space for your tools. This is like a bank vault. I mean, it's all metal. You can hear how solid that is. Wow. And you can put all of your tools when you're moving your bikes in and out, whatever latches you need to bring with you. And then of course you have that beaver tail transition for your garage. So that transition with that 8-foot ramp door is going to be an easy one. Swinging on over to the off campsite side on the all-new Jayco Seismic, you're also going to get a rear ladder. They actually put it on the side of this, obviously, so you can get up on the roof. And keep in mind that roof is a walkable roof decking called the Magnum Truss roof system that we actually talked about earlier. It's a fully walkable roof decking, so it actually comes standard with the ladder at that special sale price. And there's a ton more features over here. You also have a nice area where you can put some tools, your sewer hose. What else do we have over here, Elijah?
This is a fuel dispensing system. So for your toys that you have in the back, you actually have your own personal gas station.
That's awesome. So this comes with a gas station?
It comes with a gas station, yeah.
That's awesome.
So you can put your gas in here and then fill up your quad, your bike, your jet skis, whatever you have in the back here.
Sweet, sweet.
That's huge. That's Jayco.
And then the other nice thing too, you're also going to notice it actually comes with a 6-point hydraulic leveling system. It's auto leveling system, just like you see in a high-end diesel pusher. Comes with it at that special sale price. So you actually have 1 in the far back here for added stability, and then 2 in the front, and then the whole system's up near your outdoor connections up front. If we swing on over in front of the massive living room slide room, you're going to notice there's actually 0 breaks in this sidewall. Most brands in this price point, or most other big toy haulers, they actually have a pre-broken sidewall here because they don't have a monster steel I-beam up top here. So their framing is very insufficient, I guess you could say. So they actually pre-break their sidewall because they know it's going to break. Jayco, they're not going to do that to you. They say, you know what, we're going to give you a sufficient, actually more than sufficient chassis. They actually make their chassis in-house, built specifically for this 4113 to give it the perfect fit. So you don't have to worry about pre-broken sidewalls. Any other unit out there in the marketplace, you can actually look on the off door side underneath the bed slide room typically. You're going to notice a piece of GIMP molding, actually. That's what they call it. They actually made a name for their molding. It's called GIMP molding. Wow. So you don't have to worry about that. That's amazing. Right behind you, what do we have here?
So right here you have a 30-pound propane tank.
There's one on the other side.
One on the other side for the generator, which we're going to touch on here in a second. This is your leveling system right here, which you can also control inside on the touchscreen, which we'll show you. The way Jayco lays this whole area out is super easy. So when you want to go dry camping, when you want to connect to city water, when you want to flush your tanks, it's just laid out really, really well. They make it simple for you. You also have this outside shower here. These are your levers if you want to dump your tanks. So they just make it really, really easy for you. Yeah.
Awesome. Coming on over to the front storage compartment, it actually comes standard at that special sale price, an upgraded Onan 5500 watt generator. That's awesome. You could essentially almost power a small city with this generator. So it comes standard at that special sale price. That's awesome. That's Jayco.
Before we head inside, Matt, I just want to touch on this. So this is a battery disconnect. So this is what motorhomes have, essentially. And most brands, if you're looking at other brands of fifth wheels, some of them just don't even give you battery disconnects. So when you leave and you have your array of batteries here, and you leave your campsite for 2 weeks and can't shut that off, all your batteries are dead. So what do? You have to jump them. So Jayco gives you this battery disconnect, so you can shut off power completely from your batteries, which is huge.
Yeah, that would
so your generator will start up.
Yeah, it would save you a ton of money too.
It would, yeah. So Matt, before we head to the other side of this unit, I just want to touch on something that's very important. Jayco cares about your safety, so that's why they give you the smart lighting system, which stands for safety, marker, and reverse travel. So what that does is these lights up here, when you reverse, when you're backing up, they turn on. Not only that, but on the side, all the side lights of your unit light up, so all the running lights whenever you turn your blinker on. And then when you're backing up, these lights turn on to help you see. This is also an exclusive feature to Jayco.
Come on, hold on. So you're telling me no one else has it in this price point?
No one else has it in this price point.
Wow.
If you buy, folks, listen, if you buy another brand, they will not have that.
Oh my God.
So you will not be as safe unless you buy a Jayco Seismic.
That's huge. That's awesome.
It's huge.
As we come into the inside of the all-new Jayco Seismic, it looks like the Taj Mahal in here. It's amazing. Look at the slide room in this, folks. You actually have 7.5 feet in the slide room. Most brands in this price point, their slide box is actually only going to be maybe 6 feet, maybe 6.5 if you're lucky. What that enables you to do when you get a Jayco actually gives you massive, massive windows, tons of lighting, and a nice open, airy feeling. It's absolutely amazing. Not only do you get massive windows in this slide out, but it also comes with upgraded MCD roller shades. So you actually get a day shade and you get a blackout shade too. So that's absolutely amazing. Most brands in this price point, they're gonna give you the cheap, rattly, like, I think they have the strings still and they're pleated. They hold a lot of smells. They stain, they fall apart.
All the time.
The strings always break. There's no strings. And their MCD roller shades, usually you see that on high-end motorhomes. This furniture is awesome, Elijah.
Yeah, these are electric, so you can just push a button here. This opens up.
Wow. Don't get too comfortable.
I'm
Isn't there a massage in there?
There's a massage feature. It's massaging right now. There's a heat feature.
Wow.
And you have this nice
Because you have
LED
that 4-season
light.
capability.
That's amazing.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah, so the furniture's super plush, super high-end. It has a really luxe feel to it. I love the floor plan of this 4113 because of the layout. You have a ton of floor space in here with this massive slide out, and the TV's exactly where it's supposed to be, Elijah. It's right across from you. So when we're sitting on the couch, the TV, we don't have to break our neck. Typically in a lot of toy haulers, they put the TV in like this awkward position, like over to the left, and they're like, put it underneath something, and you can't even see it. Not in the 4113. It's a great floor plan. It's one of their #1 sellers. And does it come standard with that fireplace?
It comes with this fireplace, Matt.
Oh,
it's beautiful. It actually puts off some heat, so if you want to be a little bit warmer when it's cold, you can turn that on. Otherwise, it just looks beautiful.
Wow, that's awesome. Tons of storage too, Elijah. We can't forget to talk about that. You have tons of storage cabinets all the way around the coach, so they take advantage of every single spot in the unit. Look how high up that goes. The other nice thing too, you'll notice you actually have all metal latches and they're hidden hinges too. So you don't have those gaudy hinges on those old style.
What's that, Matt?
That's a big deal. That's Amish craftsmanship. Actually, I'm glad you said that. 80 to 85% of Jayco's employees are all Amish or Mennonite. Their woodworking skills are like no other in the industry. That's absolutely amazing. They've been doing it for over 50 years. Think about that. If someone's been doing something for over 50 years, you can't beat that, can you?
No, you can't. So you're saying this is particle board, right?
No. This is solid wood. I'm
No,
glad.
it
I
can't
wasn't
be.
very clear.
There's no way.
Yeah. So this is actually solid wood
Wow.
cabinet doors.
Wow.
I mean, this
Even
is
even here?
even
What?
down below.
What?
Even over
What?
there, Elijah,
my
and
God.
down below over here too. So I'm glad you said that because you have not only storage galore, but the cabinets, they're solid hardwood. A lot of brands, what Elijah is really getting at here is they put like glass in here, glass cheap inserts. Jayco's not going to do that to you. It's actually solid hardwoods. That's amazing. A lot better resale value. That's amazing. Thank you very much for pointing that out, Elijah. The kitchen is like a gourmet kitchen in here. Do you cook a lot, sir?
I actually do cook. I love to cook. So Matt, moving on up to the kitchen. This is amazing. So the layout's absolutely gorgeous, but not only that, this is a solid surface countertop. So again, you have hardwood cabinets, solid surface countertop. That's unlike other brands that are doing a press board or a Formica countertop. This is solid surface, so it's high-end quality. And then you have stainless steel sinks here. Beautiful pull-out sprayer. High-end equipment. It's not just plastic. What are other brands just do plastic, right, Matt?
Plastic, just the cheapest possible faucet you can get. They put it in there. I mean, this is real metal here. That's awesome.
Look at all the storage. So if you actually want to bring stuff, if you want to bring food with you when you go, you're going to need storage, and other brands just don't give you that. Look at all the storage you have.
You couldn't even open it. It's so tight.
It is. It's built so well. Down here, this I'm just blown away by all the storage.
It doesn't stop really. That's awesome.
Your appliances in this one are stainless steel, so you have upgraded appliances. Super nice big microwave versus the tiny ones that other brands will do. And then,
Sir, real quick, do you
Yes.
have to option in the window in the kitchen, or does it come with the window in the kitchen?
with other brands you would, but with Jayco, no.
Yeah, exactly.
They give you windows. You don't have to pick options to have windows. The fridge too is a 21 cubic foot fridge. This is, look how big this is.
That's huge.
It's essentially what I'm saying is you can actually bring food with you.
It almost looks like you're going to heaven.
It does. It's so bright.
It's so bright.
But no, seriously, with this brand, you with the Seismic, you can actually bring food with you. With other units, the fridges are so small, you can't bring
can't
food.
bring it.
You can bring like
it's an illusion.
one little thing of ice and then maybe like a half thing of milk. With this brand, you can bring as much food as you would have in your house. It's amazing.
Just to touch a little bit more on the fridge, Elijah, I'm glad you brought that up. This refrigerator actually comes with its own inverter. Is that correct?
Yes, that's true.
So I know a lot of people are like, oh, I can't go and I have to be hooked up and this, that, and that. You actually don't, because it actually comes with an inverter. So it is actually powered by your batteries or when you're plugged in or your generator. So it's a big deal. So it comes with its own inverter. That way you get massive amounts of storage and a very high quality. I know we didn't mention it, but it's actually a Whirlpool refrigerator. I mean, when we talk about appliances and name brand appliances, some of these other brands have like Daewoo and I don't know, what are the other brands? Like they're just knockoff brands. Jayco doesn't do that. They're like, we want to partner with like the best brands in the industry. That's Jayco. That's awesome.
They care about giving you the value.
Exactly. If you swing up, I was blown away by the kitchen in this floor plan, but then when I went into the bathroom, I said, I don't even know if I would even go in any other area in this unit. I know that sounds weird, but look at the job they did. The walls in here, has this tile look to it. It actually has a nice shelf in here. This is actually a solid surface material. So you actually have a place to put your soap, your shampoo. Actually comes with a teak wood seat, which is awesome. So Elijah, if you're shaving your legs, you're good there. You can do that. The other brands, that's an option. It actually comes. It's actually a walk-in. Look at the transition, folks. Look at the transition. This might be 1.5 inches, give or take. So some people say, you know what? I smashed my foot getting. My customer said I smashed my foot when I was getting into the shower. I'm like, how does that happen? They had a massive lip. There's no lip here. It's a walk-in shower. It's kind of like a wet bath. This is amazing. You can put probably almost all 10 of the people on the party deck. You can almost put them in the shower with you. And look at this. Not only to go along with the 2-year warranty, it actually comes with 2 skylights. So that's awesome. I'm only 5'9". I don't need it, but I feel like I'm like in the open. It's just awesome. So you get actually an extra 3 or 4 inches. What else do we have over there, Elijah?
Matt, I think that shower is nicer than my house. So what you have here, you actually get a medicine cabinet. Other brands just put a mirror on the wall, so that's huge. You touched on the sink area, but what I want to talk about real quick is a siphon 360 vent, if you can get a look at that real quick. This is huge. Basically what that does is the smells that are in your black tank and your gray tank, they're not going to come back up into your coach. So when you put your unit away, or when you leave your unit for the day and then come back, it's not going to smell like your black tank in here.
Or a dump station.
Or a dump station, which is a huge deal. With other brands that don't do that, you're just going to have lingering odors in here.
Dump station.
It's going to smell bad, is essentially what Matt's saying.
As we check out this phenomenal, luxurious bedroom in the all-new Jayco Seismic, this is awesome. I'm super excited in this master suite, actually we could call it. The bed, the mattress itself is actually an upgraded Simmons mattress. This is, what are the, I mean, you go to all the shows, Elijah. What do the other brands have for mattresses?
They have a foam mattress, and what do? You replace it right away when
it's called a throwaway mattress, actually. Jayco's not going to do that. You don't have to say, hey, I need to go spend an extra $1,000 on a new mattress. So it's actually a residential quality mattress. It actually also comes with a huge LED Furrion TV. And this is a thin TV, and the other nice thing, it actually has an arm. If I unlatch it, you can actually adjust it to your liking. Before I forget, the AC system in the Jayco Seismic is awesome, Elijah. I know you're excited to talk about it. What's so exciting about it?
The Jayco Seismic gives you a whisper quiet AC system. This is huge. Jayco, again, they've been around for 50 years, so they know what they're doing. They know how to make your AC system quieter for you so you can sleep at night, essentially. So if you look up here, you have the intakes up here. You actually have duct vents. So the AC throughout the entire coach is ducted. And then the AC ducts go in what's called a double helix system. So they actually never hit a hard corner. That makes it quieter. They kind of go in like figure eights, you would say, right?
Exactly. A double helix, actually, it makes it about 33% more efficient, and it's a lot quieter. I have literally had people trade in their fifth wheel because, Matt, we almost got a divorce because we're yelling at each other when the air conditioner's on. That is crazy. That'll actually save marriages, this AC. Believe it or not, it's huge. It's huge. It's comical, but it's the truth. It really is. So it's much more efficient. It's much quieter, and it's going to give you 30% better airflow. That's awesome. That's Jayco.
What's even cooler about this whole master suite, Matt, is the storage, the wardrobe space. So you can actually bring clothes with you, essentially. Other brands just don't give you enough storage space.
That's residential.
That's residential. Look at this drawer. Jayco uses metal ball bearing drawer glides. It's not plastic. Other brands use plastic. That's very important to note because these drawers are rated for 75 pounds. You can actually fill this drawer up complete. I could almost stand inside there essentially. These drawers are beefy, Jayco overbuilt stuff. They give you quality.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it actually has a vanity. That's awesome. I feel like I'm in the Bellagio Hotel. I'm checking out my 2 hairs. And I know you guys joke like my little comb over. And you actually have a vanity with metal struts. You actually have storage down. It goes deep. It goes like 7 inches down there.
Wow.
So that's awesome.
And there's drawers.
You have additional drawers here. There's storage everywhere. Before we forget, there's actually awesome quality actually underneath the mattress. So underneath this mattress, this is all plywood. Look how thick and heavy duty and substantial this material is here. Most brands put in that cheap, like chipboard, I think they call it, or beaver puke, I think they call it. They do. The cool thing about the plywood is it's an upgraded material, but it doesn't have all the off-gassing.
Wow.
The off-gassing, it's kind of dangerous. And just think about that. If you're sleeping in here, you don't want the harmful off-gassing that some of the particle board and some of those other brands, I think the Grand Designs or the Montanas or whatever they're called.
Yep.
Yeah, the Jayco's not going to do that to you or your family. And you have tons of storage underneath here.
Wow.
That's where a lot of brands just kind of skip the storage part. And I know we keep on talking about it, but it's so important. And you actually have the 2 pistons. What's this all about? This is actually the central vac.
I'm so excited about this. So you have a central vac system in this unit. Back there in the living room, you can plug it in and actually vacuum your entire coach. This hose will reach your entire coach.
I'll let you clean up the whole place, Elijah. As we come through the living room in the all-new Jayco Seismic 4113, right before we go to the garage, you're going to notice an awesome, expansive loft in the 4113 for additional sleeping and cargo carrying capacity. Come on, check out the back here. This is such a popular floor plan because you actually have a 12-foot, 6-inch garage, and you're also going to pick up 1.5 baths. That's awesome. So if you have 2 additional sets of people going camping with you, utilizing the back garage for sleeping, I know, if you get up in the middle of the night, you got to use the facilities. You got this half bath. There's a lot of utility there. It actually has, I know we talked about the porcelain toilet, comes with that back here, solid wood medicine cabinet, and your own sink in the back. That's awesome. What else do we have back here, Elijah?
You also have a washer dryer hookup here. So it's already prepped for that. So if you want to do a washer dryer system, you already have that. You don't have to re-plumb stuff and spend a lot of money on that. So that comes standard with it. I want to real quick talk about the AC. So remember how this has 3 15,000 BTU ACs? One of those ACs is just for the garage, the cargo area.
Wow.
And it's on a separate ducting system. So your fumes, if you have toys in here, are not going to get mixed into your living room. Wow. Your smells are going to stay in here, and your living room is going to stay
do all the brands
clean.
do that?
Not all the brands do that.
Wow. That's awesome.
It's huge.
The other nice feature with the Jayco Seismic is their flooring structure. This is absolutely amazing. These metal D-rings are actually rated for 2,500 pounds a piece. So you could imagine how many toys you can put in here and keep them safe. You actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 12 D-rings.
Wow.
So you have thousands of pounds of capability of cargo carrying capacity in your Jayco Seismic. That's absolutely amazing. A lot of brands might be 10% of that. 10% of that. Most brands have D-rings that are 250 pounds. These are 2,500 pounds. That's awesome.
That's amazing, Matt.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. What do you have here? The Happy Jack?
Electric bed, yeah. So you have either the option for 2 couches, one on either side, and then if you look above there real quick, you actually have another bed up there. So you could sleep a ton of people in this unit.
You could sleep almost 12 people in your Jayco Seismic. That's awesome. That's unheard of. Don't forget, there's even more storage all the way up at the top here in your garage. A lot of brands, they say, hey, the garage is the garage, not Jayco. They say, let's make use of every nook and cranny, literally. So again, you have your solid hardwood cabinet doors. Look how deep the cabinets are. And I know Elijah's getting a little giddy because it has another TV. Wow.
How many TVs does this have?
4 TVs. Look at this. This is actually on a hinge that actually pulls down, and you can actually rotate it around. How cool is that? I can't do that to any TV.
Den. It's like a guy's den.
This is so phenomenal. This is like a man cave.
Man cave. That's the word.
That's awesome. Thanks for checking out the all-new Jayco Seismic. Just to recap a few points, you're going to pick up your exclusive 2-year warranty, Magnum Truss roof system, 5-star handling package, and much, much more.
If you're looking for a fifth wheel toy hauler, it's easy to see why this should be at the top of your list for a fifth wheel toy hauler. Thank you for watching the video, and check us out online at rv1.com or give us a call. Thank you.